Hi. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Umar Farooq, and I am the Master of Chemistry from UT Lahore. And I have 4+ experience in teaching and as a synthetic organic lab chemist. Today I lecture on spectroscopy. Let's start the spectroscopy lectures, and we will in this lecture we will see what is spectroscopy, what is the principle behind this spectroscopy, types of the spectroscopy, and what is the basic reasons and what is the main functions of spectroscopy, what spectroscopy tell us, and what is the limitations. Let's start spectroscopy. Spectroscopy. What is spectroscopy? Actually, spectroscopy is study of interaction of electromagnetic radiations with matter. Spectroscopy tells us electromagnetic radiation with matter interaction. Spectroscopy is the study of interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter. Types of the spectroscopy. There are two types of the spectroscopy: absorption spectroscopy and emission spectroscopy. First of all, we check the absorption spectroscopy. What is absorption spectroscopy? Study of the absorbed radiation by the molecule in the form of spectra. Absorbed radiations. In absorption spectroscopy, absorbed radiations. Example: UV, IR, NMR, calorimetry. Then emission spectroscopy. What is emission spectroscopy? In emission spectroscopy, radiation emitted by the molecule. Radiation emitted by molecules, i.e. flame photometry or fluorimetry. What is the principle? Now we move the spectroscopy principle. What is the principle of spectroscopy? Light energy interact in different way with matter. This is the main principle of spectroscopy. Now we move the function of spectroscopy. What is the function of spectroscopy? Let's see what is the function. Different type of the spectrometry, spectroscopy afford different information about molecule and their structures. Different type of the spectroscopy, i.e. absorption spectroscopy or emission spectroscopy, tell us the different type of the informations. Information of what? Information about molecules and their structures. There are the four main type of the spectroscopy that are commonly studied. IR, infrared spectroscopy, named UV visible, ultraviolet visible spectroscopy, and this is the NMR spectroscopy, and last in mass spectroscopy. What is IR? First, IR, what tell the IR spectrum? IR, what type of the functional group? IR spectroscopy tell only one main information about the molecules. What is the information tell? IR, type of functional group. IR spectroscopy tell us what type of the functional group or the what functional group are present in the specified or the sampled molecule. UV visible, how many double bond? UV visible tell us how many double bond are present in the given molecules, or we say the given substance. Double bond means ultraviolet UV spectroscopy tell us the saturation and unsaturations. NMR, what type of hydrogen, carbon, proton, phosphorus, what type of the proton are present? Proton, hydrogen, carbon and phosphorus. How many and what are they connect? How they are connected with each other? NMR, actually NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy tell us proton environment of our molecules. Last one is mass spectroscopy. Mass spectroscopy tell us about the molecular weight and formula. Tell us two things: molecular weight and formula. This is the mechanism of spectroscopy. Now we move the mechanism of spectroscopy. See this. Light source, this is the entrance slit, this is the exit slit, this is the complete monochromator, and this is the passive elements. And when the light is passed through, this is the show the spectrum, this is the sample, this pass through, this light is the sample, and this is the detector. This is the mechanism of spectroscopy. This is all about the spectroscopy introductions, and in the next lecture we will start UV visible spectroscopy. What is the UV visible spectroscopy and what is the principle behind this, and then we move IR spectroscopy. What is the IR spectroscopy and what is the Raman spectroscopy? Differentiate between FTIR and Raman spectroscopy. In the next lecture, means in the third lecture, we discuss on the NMR nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. This is the 1D and 2D NMR spectroscopy, and our fourth lecture will be we cover the mass spectrometry. Then we move the problem solving of all these spectrum interpretations and their problems, and what is the basic principle behind this, and how to and what of the information they give spectroscopy about unknown compound if we have, then and how can imagine this is the main and the correct formula, and what is the correct information give. Spectroscopy has a lot of application including in paint industry, especially paint industry, and medicine, especially in the medicine, and spectroscopy tell us about also structure of the molecule unknown. If we have unknown molecule and then the spectroscopy done, then we can find out what is the name of the this compound structures, molecule formula. That's all, and thank you very much.